In news from Sri Lanka's Statistics Department has said that the island nation's inflation rate slowed to 70.6% in October after a record 73.7% jump in September. The island nation has been struggling with soaring inflation for nearly a year, partly triggered by its worst financial crisis in 7 decades.
Sri Lanka's Statistics Department said on Monday that the country's National Consumer Price Index (NCPI) slowed year-on-year to 70.6% in October after a record 73.7% jump in September. In a statement released by the Department of Census and Statistics, it is noted that food inflation was 80.9% in October, while non-food inflation was 61.3% in the crisis-struck country. Central Bank of Sri Lanka Governor Nandalal Veerasinghe predicted that if the current trend of monetary policy was followed, inflation could drop to 4 to 5% by the end of the next year. He also said that the country needs to implement budget proposals and reform measures to help stabilize its economy and ensure it does not return to crisis. In an effort to tame prices and stabilize markets, the bank has raised interest rates by 900 basis points this year. Its final policy announcement for 2022 will be made on Thursday. In September, Sri Lanka reached a preliminary deal with the International Monetary Fund for a $2.9 billion bailout, but it needs to get its debt on a sustainable track and put its public finances in order before funds can be disbursed. Sri Lanka was battered by COVID-19, which slashed tourism and remittances from workers overseas. It was then hit by rising oil prices, populist tax cuts, and 7-month ban on the import of chemical fertilizers that devastated agriculture.